Welcome to Postcode Parents. What I will start off with, we just go around in a circle just so we know who's who and what's what.
They're a group of women united by grief and the impact of knife crime.
Lisa's actually going through a lot.
Each week they meet at this community centre in Hackney to share their stories and offer help.
2 years ago, lost my son in 2014.
Keely Burns, along with her best friend Rebecca, set up the support group after her 19-year-old son Charlie was stabbed to death.
We're all in the same situation, so we all know what everybody's feeling, and obviously everyone grieves in different ways, but with everyone that's been through it, we can support each other and hopefully get through it, try and get through it as best we can.
I've opened a foundation in the name of my son.
Jessica Plummer lost her 17-year-old son Shaquan last year. He was stabbed to death outside a house party in Enfield. A 20-year-old is now serving a life sentence for his murder.
But it's a lot of suffering and a lot of pain, which has caused a lot of health issues for myself, which I'm going through, but I'm trying to keep my head up.
June Adai's 17-year-old grandson Marcel was stabbed to death by a rival gang last year in Hoxton. 4 men in their 20s were jailed for his murder.
It feels like you're alone, but when you come to this, you see some other mothers were there that have lost their children, and it's heartbreaking to see them cry and you cry. You know, it's a horrible thing to do. It's horrible, but I found it very smoothing. It's very smoothing. I'd come again.
Thank you all for coming. The idea of Parents' Voice is to empower you guys here today to ensure that you leave with knowledge that you didn't have when you arrived.
These youth workers now hold workshops for concerned parents on estates in Hackney where children have been stabbed. They've also created an app which gives instant advice on how to spot the hidden signs of gang involvement.
If anything goes on within a community or a young person gets arrested, the first person that is identified as part of the problem is the parents. So we didn't understand why the parents aren't getting the help that they need.
We feel that, parents are blamed, and we wanted to be that sort of go-between and offer early intervention and be able to say to parents, look, your child may not be involved in these sort of things, but let's just give you some tips.
He goes to me, Mum, you don't know what it's like to be out there on the streets. It's like a war zone. That's what he said to me, and I was really taken aback. I was like, war zone.
These parents helping other parents so far do not get official funding. They're not part of any prevention strategy, but the role they play in helping reduce knife crime cannot be underestimated.
DCI Hayley Guest is a senior detective with Scotland Yard's Trident Gang Command. Their advice to parents is talk to your children.
In terms of, kitchen knives and implements around the home, they just need to be aware of where they are. Make sure they've had a discussion with their children around knife crime and how dangerous it is. And also look out for any signs that might indicate that they're part of a gang.
We, the mothers, need to stop covering for our children. We need to go out there and tell other people or talk to other people about the problems we are facing. Instead of we covering for them, do not cover for the children. Stop telling lies.
Parenting teenagers is tough for anyone, but in an environment of knives and gang violence, this extra support is welcome. Ayshea Buksh, BBC London News, Hackney.